in his. I mean, sometimes I watch my own updates just because I like to hear my own voice. Actually, it's to see if I fucked up badly anyway. All right, we've got a bunch of research points now. Pottery, do a boyer, masonry. What I really need to do, actually, before I forget, is I need to go down here and I need to change this recipe. So this one's now going to start making makeshift weapons. This bottom one down here can take some weapons. So some weapons are going to get, or makeshift weapons are going to get moved down there. Now that I've remembered that I needed to do that, I can grab rations. Let's make the ration maker bonus. That brings us back down. So now we have a new building type to make. Ration maker. So this takes foodstuffs and makes rations out of them. Very important job. It's basically just like prepped food instead of just like sliced and preserved food. You have a good night, Arrow. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do that stuff in the middle, and we'll put auxiliaries in the middle. Let's just do... Oh shit, they need pottery. Okay, well I can make this without the auxiliary stuff. And I can add in the auxiliary stuff to speed this up later. Because it needs pottery to increase the speed at which it makes food. So basically, like, this preserves food and makes it more edible. This makes rations out of the preserved. So this, like, portions it out and gives it to people. So it does more than just preserve it. It portions it, puts stuff together. So instead of just, I'm going to go eat a cucumber or a pickle today, it's, I'm going to eat a pickle with some fish and a tomato. It's like, it's... Does that make sense? Had you wrote a movie script, you would also watch the movie? Yeah, sure. No, that's also a good way to put it. Let's. Not even finely minced? Well, I mean, I'm sort of playing as orcs primarily, not really dwarves. We're getting towards the end of summer. I don't know how to. I mean, seems like they just do it themselves. Like, I literally have no control over what they do with their houses. Like, this one's just not claimed yet. So, I don't know how I... Like, these ones aren't constructed yet. These ones just seem... Like, these ones are all claimed, and they have dirt floors. I'm assuming once the materials are just available, they will start getting better... I'm not sure. Okay. I'm gonna need to make another janitor. How do I give them materials? Because I haven't found that UI yet. Because, like, there's the housing, assign homes, chambers, homes, odd mover, which allows you to move people around. And then in here, you can assign homes. You can click on them, but it doesn't do anything, so I have no idea. The population tab. This is very work in progress. That's funny. I love how honest this game is about its early access shit. Where you check their happiness? Sure, but where in this screen? Click on the icon on the right, sure. Access. Where does I'm sorry, my eyes are shit. You guys just repeatedly stating access isn't gonna help me find it any faster. There it is. Literally, like, if I'm trying to find a menu, just give me my time. Like, if you just keep repeatedly stating it, it's not gonna help me. One person saying it's plenty. Migrations. Equipment, yeah. Okay. Ooh, someone's smoking a cigarette outside. That fucking blows. Oh, you guys can just have full access to either of those, to both those, because I got plenty of furniture. Look, go make stuff. Let's see what they do. What about all caps, though? That'll just get you timed out, generally. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else that they can put in their houses, so there's no reason to. Literally, like, there's no reason to. Also, I need to... Probably I bought Twitch Turbo, so I don't need to see ads anymore. Twitch just got way too fucking obnoxious with ads, so now I just give them money, so I guess they win. But I don't know, did you, Jostcraft? Fortunately, if you don't refresh the stream, you won't ever see another ad, because I don't run mid-rolls. I can read, Soul Adams, thanks. See, like, there's telling me where a thing in a menu is, and then there's just over-explaining a menu. You're over-explaining the menu. I already found it, thanks. There's a reason I usually have the no backseating tag, unless that's, like, broken, so... Yeah, I do, so... Answer direct questions. Don't answer things that I haven't asked. Also, I'm gonna go, turn off my air conditioning, because suddenly my apartment smells like fucking cigars. I'll be back in a sec. Scratch that. Cigars and weed. 4 dudes right beside my patio smoking. Hopefully they stop quickly before it heats up in my apartment too much. It's kind of a problem. My building has these tables that people automatically assume are smoking areas. They're not. Because there's a sign that says, no smoking within 7 meters of the building doors or apartments. That table is 2 meters from my apartment patio, which I guess would be about 3 meters from my apartment. Meaning, technically, they're not supposed to do there. Yeah, if you don't live in, like, the United States or certain countries in Europe, then yeah, you're basically fine with ads. There's a dorm with flooring now. Yeah, I see that. This is 2 meters, you donkey? Yeah, well, there's like 4 of them, and they're not the sort of people I want to be like, hey, don't fucking smoke here. It's like, I smoke around this building all the goddamn time, but I go up further away to an area where it's like a solid 20 meters in either direction with no units. Or I go for a walk. It doesn't bother me usually. It just bothers me when my air conditioning is on, because then like all of that stuff just gets vented in here, and then I get secondhand smoke, and then, and then I just kind of get a little bit of a contact high usually, because it's usually weed that they're smoking. I don't mind the smell of it. It's just I kind of don't feel like being stuck. Hey, they're throwing vegetables. Those cost a lot of effort to raise, you fuckwads. Spent a lot of time harvesting those, and you're just throwing them around. I like it though. It's fun. What's anything I can grab in here? Nothing currently. Okay. I do like the new tech tree. New tech tree's nice. But yeah, no, I gave Twitch money so that they stopped serving me ads. Mostly because like there's more and more channels that I watch just straight up like schedule ads, right? Because admittedly, like if you have larger view counts, Twitch pays you really well to do it. Like I think famously there was a larger streamer, King Gathalion, who posted a thing literally just stating that he's getting rather it was like $20,000 a month or something for ads, and he's like, chat guys, sorry, I'm showing ads now. And it's like, yeah, okay, I guess I get it. It makes sense why you are gonna do that, but still it's a lot of ads. Stop wasting good food. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, man. We worked hard to plant that shit. Also, someone isn't housed. Oh, my nobility isn't housed. That's why. I assume that means I need to make them a chamber. But what do nobles need? So they need a home. But like I have houses, I've got dormitories, and apartments are just shittier houses. I gather that like that's not enough for you. You need like the chamber then. Let's just remove these. I don't need those. Those two too. We'll figure it out. You just start gaslighting your viewers that you don't have ads? I don't know. I don't like having a lot of ads on my stream because people pay me to stream video games on the internet, right? And, today we've gotten a couple resubs. I got a $1 in bits, and generally I make enough money every month that I can more or less say that it is beneficial from, I'm actually, hold on, I'm just going to move my sub count because it looks bad there. It is more or less beneficial for me to not run ads because, you guys pay me to stream video games on the internet. You guys don't pay me to see ads while I'm streaming video games on the internet. I think I'd be more okay with it if my channel wasn't so crowdfunded. But the result is I'm just kind of not okay with it. Just don't like it. I feel like it's not necessarily taking advantage, that's the wrong word, but like kind of abusing that system to me. That's how it feels. Anyway. Well, so this year we've got lots of vegetables. Getting all this stuff done. Really need more wood. Hey, Cyrolac, how are you? Good to see you, man. It's a little overboard right now. See, here's the thing. I'm totally fine with like a minute worth of ads an hour. That's fine. 8 minutes worth of ads per hour? You know? Like small amounts of ads, that's okay. And like if Twitch offered me like a solid amount of money to run 2 minutes of ads an hour, all right. But as it sits right now for just the pre-rolls, I get about 15, 20 bucks a month in ads, which is fine. But like to run 2 ads an hour for, or 30, like a minute of ads per an hour, let's just say, or I think it's 2 minutes of ads is the minimum for the automated thing. Twitch offers me like 15 bucks. It's like, well, no. So like they don't offer me a lot, and it just no. You switch to another one. I don't want you guys to switch to another one. I just want you to watch me. Maybe have other people up in the background, but I don't want you to switch to another stream. Come on, man. And also, hello, Dimensional Blue. All things. 6 is good. You do have to cover all the Halcyon frequencies. Yes, this is true. This is in fact true. Oh no, are you calling this Songs of 6 SOS too? Because there's too many SOS's games out there. I was wondering, you mentioned SOS during some VOD in a positive light, and the last six upload was from half a year ago? There's some games I don't play all the damn time. I mean, this game's kind of a time commitment when I start playing. Like, when I play Songs of 6, it means I'm going to continue playing Songs of 6 for the next 10 days. VYNXX. How do you say that out loud? Thank you very much for the raid. Chat, can I get a round of beers for the raiders? We need a 13-pack. But, yeah, I mean, like, you got to remember this, Dimensional Blue. Like, there's a lot of games I like that I play once a year. You know, like there's a lot of games that like I'm not necessarily gonna play frequently, even. You know, like I talk about Caves of Cud in a lot of positive ways, and I will stream Cud for 9 hours once every 3 to 6 weeks, maybe, if that. There's lots of games that I like that I'm not gonna stream all the time. Vinks. Okay, gotcha. Like sausage links. Okay, I gotcha. Vinks like sausage link. Good way to describe it. But hello, what were you playing today? Thank you very much for the raid. And to anybody coming over, my name's Greg. The internet calls me blind because I don't see very well. I just got back from PAX West, and I normally stream a lot of Dwarf Fortress. The thing about this game, though, Dimensional, is there's a major update every 3 months. Maybe every 2 months if he's on a roll. Once a month if he's really on a roll. So there being a major update to this game isn't necessarily an out of character occurrence. That's just something that happens. That's a pretty common thing for this game. God, let's make some big farm fields. But they won't plant it this year. We'll plant it in the spring. Running out of easy access for us. I'm kind of thinking about just building a bridge across this. Maybe like up here, and then building some forestry over there. That might be what we do. Long-time watcher. Just checking out the, Cheers, dude. Well, thank you for the raid, regardless. And I hope that you had fun with the Total War Warhammer. That's a game that you can just kind of play forever. We got more stuff to unlock. Did we get that ration maker done? Yes, I did. Grab the stage. Grab the graveyard burial so I can make a graveyard. But are you familiar with this game at all? Hard to tell who is and who isn't, but make our. I'm kind of tempted to make it like a underground tomb, but let's do. And by 12. And along the side here, we'll place trees. And flowers. Also, I don't know if any mods gave you a shout out, so I'm gonna do that myself. This track reminds you a bit of the Road to Perdition. I don't know what that is. What is that? With that low respect for the dead, they'll live. Because in case you haven't noticed, I don't actually have many dead right now. I'm building this more just to make them happy about it. I'll make a nicer one later. I almost never build the nicest version the first time. Of anything. Set during Prohibition? Huh, never heard of it. Although I don't generally watch gangster movies. I like how they all really like working in the hunters except for like the lizard guys who just hate working everywhere. I'm tempted to make a second well like down here, but none of them are not meat eating, but some of them prefer not meat. Sure that needs metal. Pretty sure. I guess we're just gonna wait for prepared meals. Or I could just go for the bakery and just remind myself, what does the bakery need? Okay, so metal's optional. Let's make some prime real estate because bakery smells so nice. Let's do all that. Round you off a little bit. I'm not going to be able to build at least right now. Instead, we're just going to do this normal stuff and we'll have a lower efficiency spot, and that's fine. Interesting. Better to do it this way or this way? You know what? Let's just do the one really big one. And if it doesn't let me build this, that's fine. I'll just shrink this down. Low efficiency. Need that. Yeah. I mean, it'll be fine. Not bad for right now. EA and Uplay shutting down their online services? Sure. I mean, I'm aware of it. Do I know like every intimate detail about it? No. But yes, I am aware that they are in fact doing that. What about it, Diamond? Game Anno 2070, most of the content is online DRM, so removing the online part would remove. Okay, so you know that Uplay is not EA Games, right? It's Ubisoft that's doing that, which is why I was perplexed for a second. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what EA is. EA always shuts stuff down, but anyway. Yeah, no, I mean, like, largely, I mean, Settlers 7 is the same thing. Settlers 7 is the exact same thing. I mean, there's multiple Anno games. I mean, that's the reason Anno 2070 had very negative reviews when it first came out. Oh, also, speaking of Ubisoft, I'm just going to read this headline. Ubisoft strengthens its core shareholding via an expansion of the concert around the group's founders and the benefit of its long-term stability and development. Long story short, so Tencent has bought 49.9% stake in the Guillemot Brothers Limited, and it's entered into the concert with the company's gaming founders. They now own a very large percentage of Ubisoft. Tencent has acquired a minority stake in Guillemot Brothers Limited and has entered into concert. So yeah, no, literally like, so Tencent owns 49.9% of Ubisoft now. Huh, cool. Here, since we're talking Ubisoft, here's a big link. Also, Chad, if you happen to have accounts, a Twitch account, and you want to help, use that link. Get that raised up a little bit. Also, I know the guy who made the thing, so we should help him out. And some more peoples. Who writes such convoluted headlines? Apparently, Globe and Newswire. Globe Newswire apparently does. Well, attempted to get another ration maker up and running. Although, are you even no, you're not even storing rations. Okay, we gotta store rations. We finally got some basic weaponry up and running. Need to get basic military stuff unlocked too. There you go. Some more of the houses are getting wooden floors. Some of them are getting furniture, which is nice. Probably helping general happiness levels too. Massive fruit farm field is done. What percent raids? In this, I didn't look at the map. It's just whatever the default is. Never. Probably not one of mine. It's gonna be one of those bugs. I don't play this game for it to be a challenge. I play this game to just build a city, so. But I am gonna need to get military stuff running at least a little bit. And that finished. The basic bakery, which means I'm gonna need wheat. Grain. My bad. What's the fertility of that? 6. If I go down here, what's the fertility of this? 84. Okay. Let's do... $25 by 20. Wheat farm. The plant stuff, yeah. The stuff that can be ground into flours. Yes, you need to sign in first in order for it to work. Also, hello, Thranjoy. First time seeing this game. Is it worth playing compared to DF or RimWorld? Honestly, I always say this to people and they look at me funny when I say this. This game has more in common with like Pharaoh than either of those. This game is like a weird like giant mashup of Pharaoh with multi-races that feel a little bit Dungeon Keeper, and the combat is... thanks for reminding me again, Diamond. You make me feel real good about the quality of my stream. And I literally like ranted about not reminding me about that. Anyway, it's much more of a city builder than RimWorld. Like the building designing feels a little RimWorldy, but it's nothing like RimWorld, really. It's not funny. There's a request. Next person to do that gets timed out for 30 seconds if they were here during that initial request session. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right. It's very much city builder-y and not very much colony builder-y. So when people are just like, is this worth playing compared to it? I mean, it's worth playing alongside of it because it's very different. It's much more of a city builder. It's like, would you play SimCity and RimWorld separately? Yes. No, I think this game's really cool. Totally heard weed. I don't think there is cannabis in this game. I can tell you that for like mostly certain. There is, although I don't know if he removed it, but for a while there on the game's like, what's it called? To-do list? No. Chat, what's the word that of a thing that needs to be done in a video game that isn't done yet? There's a word for that, and I'm blanking on the name of it. Someone help me out here. Roadmap. Yes, there was a mark on the roadmap for this game forever, which was just add hookers and blow, because his Discord kept asking for hookers and blow, so he added hookers and blow to this game. I really respect the dev of this game's sense of humor. It's like, what do I add to the game? Hookers and blow. Okay, what are you adding? Hookers and blow. Okay, good. Check. Hookers and blow. Got it. So I need to watch more. Thanks. But like, to give you an idea, like, this is like the build map, right? This is the area that we're playing in. Meanwhile, this is the combat UI. I don't have any armies set up yet, but this is the combat UI. This is the world map, and we are... Where are we? Shit. I lost me. I'm somewhere. Yes. We're right here. This is us. These are all other towns. You can actually see little camps. Raider camps will pop up and move. Cities will trade with each other. I'm looking for a trader. I haven't seen one yet, though. Or a boat. Storms move around, and like if it's raining on your map and you zoom out to the full screen, you'll actually see those storms moving around, like above you or in proximity. Should just be fishing for blowfish. Hookers and blowfish. Oh, I see. Hooks and blow. Haha. Anyway, you'll see like little boats and stuff moving around on the world map and stuff. It's a neat game. It's a very different vibe from like RimWorld though. I always hit escape to go back, but that's not what it wants me to do. And it runs in Java somehow, which I always like to state out loud because it confuses me. This game's got some really neat classism simulation too. Like you have to separate certain people from certain people, and like you go into this screen. Where it is? Where is it? Traits? No. Info? No. There it is. Like the dwarves really don't like these guys, and they also don't like the elves, which makes sense. The orcs kind of like everybody. The humans are kind of okay with everybody. The bug people really fucking hate the dwarves. Like, they fucking hate them. And they also really fucking hate the elves. And then the blue giant dudes really hate the humans and really hate the lizard people. I'd be very amused if there was one that just kind of hated everybody. But it's Pharaoh-like with it's a Pharaoh-like with kind of RimWorld style building design and an overworld map with trading and like some light like faction management stuff. Like I already have 200 people, and like I think the last unlock is like 10,000 people. Then the combat is like Total War-esque. Is the way to describe it. I mean, the thing, like, the interesting takeaway that I got from talking with the developer of this game, because there's an interview on my YouTube channel with him. Oh, I should set up the livestock. The interesting kind of takeaway from me was that the only games he's ever really actively played is Pharaoh and Dungeon Keeper and the Myth series. Not a big gamer. Those are the only games he's really played. And he just wants a game that... Oh, yeah, and also the old Total War games. He just wants a game that's like all of those things, but a lot more of all of those things. And so he's making that, because nobody else has made that. That's what this game is. It's just like a guy that really likes the early Total War games and really, really likes Dungeon Keeper and really, really likes Pharaoh and just kind of wants to make that because nobody else is. You need to see the combat, though? The combat's not... The thing about this game is it's a very long, slow game. I mean, if you want to see the combat, give me a second. I'm not going to see the combat. If it's anything like the last time I played, it's going to take me 10 or so hours to get to combat. And combat is something you want to avoid at all costs. Okay, where's, like, some actual footage of the combat? This is also like an old trailer that needs updating. There you go. There's some combat. That's the combat, essentially. Or some screen grabs of the combat. But also very old. I feel like you should watch this interview. I mean, you can. On my YouTube channel. I mean, he literally says that he's just a crazy man suffering from hubris trying to make his dream video game. That's a quote from him. It's like Ant Wars, sure, except like you're fighting with your actual city's population. So it's like, no, stop dying! Combat in this game's kind of stressful. Yeah, the combat is very clunky, but like, I can't like say how good it is because the last time I played it was before the combat update. The last fight that I had about, it was like, I had about 1,300 soldiers versus like about 1,000 soldiers, and we just steamrolled them because we had weapons and they didn't. But yeah, no, I mean, like, this is a game about scale. It's like Sail by that. Why am I blanking on the name of that group? It's like the song Sail by AWOL Nation, except it's scale because everything is just massive in this video game. All right, let's upgrade some stuff. Grab metal smithy. Also grab a charcoaler, but hold up. Where's the hotkey to like tell me what materials are out there? Oh, I see. It's right click. That's ore. That's a stone mine. Looking for charcoal. So that's fancy ore. Some more stone deposits. Lot of stone deposits. Coal deposits. Also, these deposits are not permanent. They are finite. Oh, shit. Can I actually walk in there? That is cool. All right, we should build a coal mine here. The problem is this is gonna use up a lot of our labor force. I got no metal yet. Well, that's okay. We can get that going and just get some coal. It's also going to take a long time for them to transport it. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start building the bridge. Let's do that, and I'm going to remove water. And they call it a mine. A coal mine! Is there an overlay for that? There's a low overlay for everything. It's just I haven't played this game in... You know, Soul Animals, I'm going to ask you to do me a huge favor. I have 100 hours in this game. I know there's an overlay for that. Telling me that there's an overlay, or saying, isn't there an overlay for that, is just mildly annoying and doesn't actually benefit anybody. Just let me find the overlay. Just give me a second to find it. If you know the hotkey for it, tell me the hotkey. But don't just be like, isn't there an overlay? I know there's an overlay for that. Because I have quite a bit of time in this game. It's just a matter of me like remembering what the button is. It's one of those things. It's like, where the fuck's that UI piece again? If you know where it is, tell me where it is. Was it a genuine question this time? Sure. But you already like exhausted your genuine question opportunities by telling me where things are. I'm giving you an unnecessarily hard time. I'm sorry. But be cautious with that. All right, let's... But yes, there is in fact an overlay for that. Right-clicking is the default hotkey. I could tell you that for fact now that I've found it again. Time to finish that. Oop. Food's good. Okay. Wonder if anybody's actually started transporting stuff up there yet. Oh wow, wood's already up there. That's quick. See if it's a game you want. So you want to know some up-to-date stuff? It still looks like... But it still looks like a monstrous game. You know, this is one of those games where it's like... I don't actually think this game's that complicated. It's just obtuse. Like, there's just some weird mechanics? That's maybe not the right word to use. There's some perplexing mechanics when you initially fiddle with it, but once you kind of figure out where things go and how the game plays, it actually becomes a lot easier quickly. It's not actually that bad. Let's bring you guys in. Outbreak. Dreadful news. A case of white shimmer has been discovered. Let's hope it doesn't spread. Victims of the white shimmer suffer high fevers. All right, so we need a hospital, right? And I don't think I have that unlocked yet, do I? No. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, that's tools. I was looking at the hospital. I was like, okay, hold on a second. Why does the hospital require weapons? But no, it was tools. The icon looks very similar. I was just like, why do I have to give them like weapons? Are they gonna just stab the patients to death? Oh, you're sick? Okay, cut your head off. Problem solved. Physician. Problem is workbench. Okay, well that requires cut stone. I think it's mason, actually. Well, literally nothing I can do for the disease. Sweet. Literally nothing I can do right now. I don't think I can make trading depots yet. Can make training grounds, though. Might as well make one of those. More graves, then? No. Not more graves. Because I got plenty. No, we just need to get coal and then metals. Curious if there's any metals that are accessible. Diamonds. I mean, primarily, we literally just need metals. Lots of gems. I mean, we are slowly mining into here, right? And back there is a whole bunch of ore. And stone. More stone. Yeah, and shiny stuff we can sell for quite good money. Actually, I'm curious about something. Don't quite have any region abilities yet. Yeah, no, it's... To understand the game IMO is that you need to right-click on the race icon to see the needs or preferences, which is what guides you on how to develop. Everything else is just right-click to exit something. Pretty much. Yeah, no, I mean, like, when it comes to learning this game being difficult, it took me about 10 hours of gameplay to learn that these were buttons. Admittedly, they looked less button-like at the time and didn't highlight when you hovered over them and didn't flash because the game was earlier in development. But, like, I didn't know that these were buttons. I didn't know the tech tree existed for, like, 10 hours. So, like, I'd say that this game's just a little bit fiddly, but that's just because, you know, unfinished UI is unfinished. Two people are sick. Brilliant. Actually, 4. Does that mean we're all gonna die now? That's exciting. Kinda wish that there was a search function within here. Well, not a huge amount I can do currently. Where is masonry? That's what I was looking for. We need 250 for masonry. I think the farthest frontier is a different video game Hitchhiker, but we can try. Accident has occurred. Sure, that's fine. You okay there, Ming? This dude looks like he's seen some shit. Like, smash them both together? I mean, that's how babies are made, so it's probably how video games are made too, right? Smash them together and see if it fits. Wait. I now need a place to store some coal. It's terribly inefficient, but hey. Getting us started. I think that we're going to do our metal industry over here, just because of that coal deposit. Or at the very least, we're going to store our coal there and maybe set up transport lines to over here or something. Well, I'm glad that we all just learned how game development works. That's great. Oh, I need these trees. Hey, trees, can you grow back faster, please? Grumbles. Needs better search terms still. But, you know. Husbandry, that. Woodcutter, that's what I need. All right, so 55 by 35. Let's go. Storage. Much as I can fit. I'm sure auxiliaries takes metal. No, it takes furniture. Oh wow. Well, that's good. Although I'm currently out of wood, so oh fine. You know, fuck it. Let's build auxiliaries and try and get the efficiency up a little bit. Do I need this to be maximum size? Nope. There we go. Do I need to make an entrance to this? No, I don't, apparently. And we gotta work with, yeah, we gotta sign up a deal with the local Lorax to discuss which trees we can fell and when. Meanwhile, also me. Next up, Horton will hear a who. Or so I'm told. The nice thing, though, about what Twisted Minds said, though, about what people want in this game, is once you know what people want, their wants don't change from playthrough to playthrough. It's still the same wants. But yeah, I think the plan for this week is we'll do this today, and we'll do Gloomwood tonight. And then, if I'm feeling it, maybe we'll do this again tomorrow, and Gloomwood tomorrow, but I don't know. And then we'll do Long Death one day this week. And then next week we'll get back to the other fort. Because we played a lot of Dwarf Fort last week. Like, a lot of Dwarf Fort last week. And people have been begging me to play this, so Gotta play some more of this because, you know, it seems pretty good. I think I should have made Carpenter Constructions a while ago. I've, like, clear-cut the majority of this map. Although, actually, felling trees over here should be a lot easier. Now that, got this little bridge. Not surprised people don't want to move here now. There's, like, sickness spreading. Let's actually just get rid of this. Don't really need this. Certainly not as much as I thought I was going to need it. Sounds like you got a very different version of Dr. Seuss growing up, Orange. Are you on the road right now, Orange? Not today. Oh, wow, you're actually at home for once? Out of curiosity, chat room, has anybody else here played Gloomwood? Also, I remembered to post in my Discord today, right? Shit. Hope I did. Okay, I did. Because Gloomwood looks pretty good. Yeah, it just hit overwhelmingly positive. All right. Planning to get it tonight, you think? Some people are talking about it being like only about 2 hours worth of gameplay in the game right now, though. So keep that in mind for Gloomwood. Which is cool. I'm okay with that, but... And also apparently quite linear, which is a bit disappointing. Kind of hoping for big open levels, but... Also kind of love that the people in charge get like this pink coloration for our Master of Farms. We're up to 200 people right now. Our next level is 250. Close-ish. But I think like the... Oh, hey, I guess like the sickness stopped because they're no longer sick. But we're out of housing again, so time to make some more housing. You know, I think I'm going to make like 2 longhouses over here. And then a bunch more of these. And I think I'm going to slowly start doing what I always do with this game, which is start off by just, you know, building things kind of like in nice rows. And then as I get further to the outskirts, just start scattering stuff everywhere. I kind of like the chaos design that ends up bringing. It ends up looking really cool, and I really like it. Big fan of that. So initially it's like, you know, it's going to be a lot of nicely laid out things, but as things go, it's going to start being more scattered and more scattered and more scattered. So yeah, basically any tips from today are going to go directly towards helping me buy Gloomwood. because I don't think I'm going to get a review key for that. I did send in a request, but I haven't heard back. And they don't really do review keys much. Kind of a bummer, but is what it is. Interesting. Still 9 of these guys are homeless. I think that they'd just go get a place to live. They don't really like the environment. They're not a big fan of the services. Not thrilled with the food or food accessibility. Also, chat, we've been kind of lurky for the last 20 minutes. Can I get a round of beers? I'm curious how many people are listening to the stream currently. I was going for a physician, but the sickness seems to have sorted itself out. So I'm going to go grab food production stuff, because that really just seems like what they want. Or like something that I can improve on easily. But we also need like metalsmither. Tell me with a straight face that you did that by accident, Orange. I will not believe you, ever. Period. Hey, Jess. Hope you're hanging in there. Gotta be more than like 4 of you listening to the stream, chat. Y'all are fired. You have one job. I'll grab the tech for that. Last tip of the night. Stop giving me tips unless I ask you specifically for them, all right? Okay? Consider that your warning. This is a strict no backseating channel. I do not want your tips. If you keep telling me things about this video game, I will not permit you to speak in my chat. Okay? Can we come to an understanding on this? Because if you can't understand that, then I don't want you here. Okay? Bard, what did you miss? Ask for a round of beers. Climbing out of the gutters there. Cheers, man. Interesting, like the little red dotted lines at the edge. I think that's new. Yeah. Those woodcutters working. It's good. Looks like all my carpenters are living in that longhouse. But yeah, if you can't understand the concept of please don't backseat me, we're not going to be friends. If a channel permits that, that's totally cool. But mine doesn't. Never have and I never will. You know, like literally not a single death yet.
Just the tip.
I mean, those types of tips are appreciated. I just don't want people to tell me how to play the video game that I'm playing. If I wanted people to tell me how to play the video game that I'm playing, I would go, you know, watch a tutorial. Oh, actually, I think I know the problem. Hold up. No, that's not the problem. But here, what we're gonna do is this is done up here. I'm going to give them housing, home. A little row of underground houses. Maybe not underground. I kind of want them to be like close to the edge here. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. Chat, can I get a round of beers for the $1 that Orange just chucked at me? Please and thanks. There we go, that'll do. Like that kind of look. Will take a little bit longer to construct, but that's fine. Because we need to start expanding over here anyway. I also want to get the farms going down this side too, so we'll have to expand down to here and over onto this side. It's more of an odd fusion of Dungeon Keeper, Total War, and Pharaoh. But those are, you know, what I would say that it's a fusion of, Yoshi, as somebody who's played it quite a bit. If you want to try this game, Yoshi, this game, the demo is literally the full game. It's just the full game from a few versions ago. So for some reason you're like, man, I want to try this game. Just go play the demo because it is literally the game. You're not getting a compromised version of the game or anything. I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up our metal industry over here. Oops, nope, I thought that you were done. There you go. There you're done. Whoop, whoop. Let's do stone. I'm also going to set up masonry out here. Where's coal? Or coal. Oop. But this game's really cool. This game doesn't get enough press. It deserves a lot more press. Should also grab a tailor. There's a lot of things I need, to be fair. Okay, so that's the gems out there. I'm actually gonna send clear dig into mountain. Whoop. Big job, but get her done so they can get to it as we slowly tunnel that way as well. It's been sent a volunteering request for my public garden that I have a garden plot in, and it's on the exact weekend when I'm climbing a mountain. So which is inconvenient for me. Also looks like we're getting some crud on the ground. Looks like puke. Increase the employment number, or rather, don't. Why did I click that button again? Unclick that button. Same with you. Let's forcibly employ more cleaners. There they go. The red spots go yellow and then they get cleaned up. Better. They also like it when stuff gets cleaned up. Yeah, one of these days maybe I'll get over my dislike of being told what to do in video games, but it's something that, like, I think is always just going to irk me a little bit. So I play video games to play video games, not to be informed of how to play video games by the person who's not playing the video game. I think it's just kind of, I don't know, me being an old curmudgeon at this point. That makes me feel bad when I have to tell people. It's like, it ruins the act of learning the video game for me when you tell me how to play the video game. I know people do it in good faith, but man, it's annoying. All right, let's... Let's do like this. That'll do. Visually, sure, Frederick, but the developer has never, the developer of this game, to quote him, has never played RimWorld nor Dwarf Fortress. In fact, he hadn't heard of Dwarf Fortress until he started making this game. So, no. It's kind of like if you took RimWorld style building, go to bed, Haas, sleep well. It's like if you took RimWorld style building and mashed Pharaoh into it, but gave all the people very specific needs and made it into a city builder. So, like, the reason it's nothing like RimWorld is because, like, I don't give a shit about this dude, right? I give a shit about the fact that I have 133 of them and they're generally pretty happy, right? I don't care about individuals at all. I just care about the masses. So it's more of it's a city builder, not a colony builder, and it's doesn't really play anything like RimWorld or Dwarf Fortress. It's got this overworld map with some, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Some light kingdom management. There's also, like, trading between kingdoms. The combat is kind of why do I keep blanking the name of this? Total War-ish, with big, like, formation combats. And yeah, it's kind of it's a lot. It's a lot. That's what this game is. It's a lot. So I always have kind of a hard time explaining it, but it's got a lot of interesting bits and pieces of a lot of interesting things, and it's worth checking out. If you are interested in trying this game, though, the thing that I always love to point out is just go download it and try it. And the reason I say that is because the demo for this game is the full game. But the demo for this game on Steam is the full game from X number of patches ago, so it's going to be a couple versions behind, and some assets will be placeholder, and some mechanics will be more clunky. So if you keep that in mind, just go play the demo, because it's a very good opportunity to have a direct look at exactly what this game is and how it plays and how it feels and all that jazz, without having to worry about, you know... You were sort of way off, but also, like, you're not wrong. Like, it visually and in some gameplay concepts, it is very similar to RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress. But, like, it's disingenuous to be like, yes, it's like that, because no, it's not. You headed to bed, Diamond? My description makes it sound really interesting. There's really nothing like this game. I mean, but that's generally the way the kinds of games that I'm attracted to. And it's like, I don't play certain games because they're good. I play certain games because there's nothing else like it. And that's how this game feels to me. Like I haven't played another game like this. So thus I'm playing this. Like, you know, when I play Farthest Frontier, right, I can be like, okay, yeah, it's like Banished, but it has more depth, right? This is like, well, it's kind of like a bit of this, and it's also kind of a bit of this, and it's also kind of a bit of this, and then you cram in a bunch of this, and also this? Which is what attracts me to games, right? The sort of thing that will attract me to a game is if I can't immediately just be like, oh, it's like this, because otherwise I just go play that, you know? Usually that's the case anyway. Like if you ask me what is a game like, and my response is like, oh, it's like Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld, I'll just go play Dwarf Fortress. Like I wouldn't be playing it in the first place. Is usually the way it ends up being, right? It's like if I could play another game that's like it, I'd probably just go play the other game. Which is like every now and again people send me links to various like puzzle platformers that look a lot like Inside or Limbo, and it always perplexes me a little bit. Because I love Inside, and I love Limbo. But every single game that's like Inside or Limbo that I've played is terrible. I've never played one that matches that level of quality. So I often just ignore them, even though, like, I don't know, maybe one or two come out a month, because, like, they're always just so disappointing, and it hurts. Also, I hope you're doing well, Padinsky. You ever wish that you had a cheese button in real life? Serious question. Need to move a toilet over here too. It's not like this. Your curiosity equals lurks. I don't... What? What do you mean? What does your curiosity equals lurks mean? Also, hello, Christoph. Oh shit, there's... I didn't see that cave opening there. Well. Oh, curiosity is peaked. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forget that some people call lurk emotes peak emotes. But yeah, as the thing that I'll always say, if you want to try this game, just go download the demo because it is the full game. It's just the full game from 6 or 8 months ago or so. Yeah, exactly. Also, I have a crypt peak. Real Blind viewers know that Blind has a peak emote. Blind didn't know that Blind had a peak emote because he forgot. This is true. Definitely forgot. Also, in other news, I'm getting close to lunchtime, chat. Getting close-ish to lunchtime. At least we've got tons and tons and tons of food, although I'm running out of space. Some of my storage places for food. So let's shrink this down and put meats in there. Peaked, peaked, peaked. English. Ah! Although I feel that way every day about English. It's just internal screaming. Or external screaming in some cases. When I peaked, my interest was peaked, and now it's at its peak. Hmm. Have you climbed a peak yet? And then when you sneeze, you go Pikachu! Let's bring more humans in here. Facepalm, yeah, accurate. It's certainly a forced one. We're still building that. Need more furniture. Furniture. Smithy. That makes plus 194 wood per year. Pretty good. I think I need another one of these. Let's just do that. Plop the storage up here. We'll add in auxiliary work once I'll actually take a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. We'll queue that up. It's worth it. And then we'll go down to here. We'll fill all these trees. Because this settlement doesn't have much in the way of wood, because everything is wood here, currently. Yes, you were in fact just asking me about streaming this again. Partially why I'm streaming is because people were asking me, not just you. Also, another thing about this game, like someone asked me about this earlier, the reason I don't stream this game as much as other things is this is a game that I run out of things to do. Like, it is a game that I do kind of get hit a point where I just go, eh. Slavers. You know what? My main population hates slavery. I'm good. Oh, I don't slaves. The closest thing I've had to city downfalls in this game was caused because I bought a bunch of slaves. 70-something hours. I mean, yeah, I hit like 30, 40, 50 hours in like a good in a city or two, and then I go, all right, I'm good. And then I wait for a bunch of content updates, and then I come back. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Peking duck is a Korean thing, is it not? Raz, what up? It's good to see you. You like the housing mechanic? I kind of miss being able to design the shapes of houses. But I do like the moving in and moving out part. So I like/dislike it. Currently, I just need way too much wood. It's kind of a problem, actually. Oh, fine. Okay, fine. Fell tree. Let's, I kind of build a little island in the middle here. So that they can get down there to fell those trees. Do the same thing kind of here. You had a long 5-day weekend, Tuesday back, so you're gonna get down and get. She's going, hang on right now. Well, do what you gotta do, man. I mean, I just went to PAX and back, so. Got dinner with Zach and Tarn. Good news. Hopefully next interview with Zach and Tarn will have better audio quality because I gave them a microphone. So they won't be using laptop webcam mics anymore. So thumbs up to that, I would say. That's definitely going to be an improvement. An improvement? An improvement. Looking forward to that. Hopefully all of this wood is going to help us get this stuff rolling again. Yeah, for anybody who's watched this stream for any number of years, you might know that I used to have a Blue Yeti that I streamed with, which is kind of like, not baby's first microphone necessarily, but like an easy to use, like plug and play USB microphone that I used on this stream for ages. And it sounds fine. And with some effects, it can sound pretty good. But the fact that I can just like rather like leave it sitting on my floor for years or like give it away, and I tried to sell it once and nobody wanted it, so I was just like, you know, I want to just give it to Zach and Tarn, so I just did that. Tarn used to have one, but it broke apparently while he was moving, because he moved in July 21, I think. That or it was lost or like misplaced it. Regardless, like he hasn't had it since then. I don't have a date, but I have a time window, probably November or late October. But that was already set. That wasn't set pre that. How the fuck was dinner? Why so aggressive? I mean, I have photo evidence. See? Photo evidence. I'm terrible at taking selfies, but photo evidence. It in fact happened. It's not the first time I've met them. I met them at PAX 2 years ago. Hey, Letharticus. Zach and Toady. And Alexandra. 3 of them. I've gotten a lot of comments on that video that I made about the PAX panel vault. Why is everybody wearing masks? Convention rules, lads. South Korea a few years ago. All places. Really? Why was he in South Korea? I must have been not paying attention to their travels at that point. I'm sure there was something happening there that was worth going there, but yeah, no, Toadie's great. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was sitting there going like, what game events happen in Korea? I know that there's like or rather there's a interview that Giant Bomb did with him in Iceland because they were at FanFest, the EVE Online event. So it's like they went to EVE Online's FanFest. Why can't I copy the janitors? It bothers me. They went to EVE Online's FanFest and like because EVE Online was also getting put into the Museum of Modern Art. So Dwarf Fortress and EVE Online have something in common, as in they're both in the MoMA. For the food one day? don't know if I want to get on a plane that long. I think if I was to go in that direction, I'd probably go to Japan. Actually, I'd probably go to Vietnam before I went to either of those, but whatever. Unlikely. An incident occurred and 2 subjects were injured and will seek a hospital. There were 0 deaths. Well, that's fine. Just blood splatter. That's okay. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I've heard lovely things about like being a tourist in Vietnam, except for crossing the street. I've heard it's really bad for crossing the street. But I used to know somebody, my ex, who would go to Vietnam every year. Heard it's a lot like India when trying to cross the street. By that, I mean you question whether or not you're about to fucking die every time you attempt it. Yeah, so if you've produced that much coal, how come none of it's been moved here? Certainly nothing in this city is using coal. In any direction, even on the sidewalks? Yeah, so that might be a bit of a problem. But... Traffic laws? What's that? As a good friend of mine would say. But yeah, no, the meeting up with them again was nice. It was nice to see those dudes, and it was nice to finally meet Alexandra as well. Who, you know, is Kit Fox's community manager these days. Previously it was Victoria, but she works on this little indie game now called Among Us. Might have heard of it. Biz, we call that a step up. From Kit Fox to one of the biggest video games in the world. Getting kind of close-ish to 200 people. Okay, so smelter. Just curious, how much metals does this take? Furnace. So it's literally just the auxiliary furnace that... Okay. So I need this to be done. It's kind of a pain that they're so deep. The good metals are so far into that side over there. There's none on this side. I mean, I guess there's those up there, but those are also really far away. All right, so I guess we just wait then. Raz, thanks for the $10. I can almost afford my copy of Gloomwood now. Oh, jeez. I tried to hit up... Okay, there it is. Cheers. I was like, my hand's too far over in the keyboard. And I can't hit it, but thank you. Chat, can I get a big round of beers for Raz helping keep this weird stream funded? Is that still indie? Among Us, Inner Sloth, the studio that makes Among Us, has 5 employees. And no publisher. Yes, they're still indie. They had a booth at PAX with 1 person running it. They are very much still indie, yeah. They had 4 employees until they hired Victoria. Now they have 5 because they didn't have a community manager until they hired Victoria. Not 5 guys. It's I think it's three guys and 2 girls. Must be stinking rich at this point. There's a really good documentary about them all having like mental breakdowns because of the popularity of Among Us. It blew up, right? But it blew up during a pandemic, and so suddenly they were all working ridiculously crunchy, massive amounts of hours, and couldn't even like visit their families, and had to like, it's one of those rich at what cost things. This new track's good. It's music. I feel like I should get some more like entertainment stuff actually. Like I should just grab a stage. Let's just speed up time until I have enough for a stage. Then build that. Also, we got some people training. I should probably check my military. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want? Yes. All right, let's make a Dwarfy squad and then a U squad. Don't have any armor, I just have makeshift weapons. Oh, interesting. I'll have different division icon names. That's kind of cool. I want to remove that one. That one, so let's just have these 2. Want to have at least some soldiers for when I inevitably get attacked. But seriously, Raz, thank you very much for helping keep this channel funded. Been doing a lot for me the past 2 months. It truly does go a long way. Deranged. Person is deranged. Speaking of deranged, not that you're deranged. How are you doing, Audio? How's things? It's good to see you. This subject's place of work. Being insane. That's a good job. I would like that job myself. This person is deranged, so they just be deranged for a living. Yep. That about checks out. So that's what the asylum's for, I'm assuming? This thing. Insane sounds like your job. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. These are all going to be Dwarfy specific ones, although I'm just going to double check. All right, well, anyway, you down here, sign homes, these boys. Really hope that you guys move over here. I have plenty of stone. I just don't have enough wood. Time to hack down all of the trees again. How was the trip? Well, I mean, the trip down was obnoxious because I had the worst bus driver on earth. But aside from that, like, it was good. Got to meet up with people I got to meet up with. I now know some Dwarf Fortress secrets that you guys don't know, and I'm just gonna thumb my nose at you and not tell you. I don't know when it's releasing, although I do have a pretty good idea. Actually, I have, there's 2 possible release windows that could happen. If they miss the first one, they'll hit the second one guaranteed, because of things that are outside of their control. Not because the game isn't done yet, but I do know that. Rolf, what up? It's good to see you. Hello. So there's that. I know what their merchandise is gonna look like. Anyway, it was fun. It was a good trip. Got to hang out with Jacob, Eggman, and got to meet Kiri. We went and had fancy Thai food. It was good. Got to watch Formula 1 on Eggman's big TV and drink. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, I think I think I spent more time with Zach and Tarn on the first day than I did at the convention. I spent maybe 3 or 4 hours at the convention total. Like, the second day I spent about an hour and a half in the morning, about an hour wandering around, and then a bit wandering around with Kiri. And then we went and got Thai food and did some sightseeing around the city. I bought a new wallet because there was a leather guy, the guy selling, like, homemade leather stuff or handmade leather stuff in their like farmers market thing, or their fish market, I think is technically what it is. So bought a new leather wallet, which is kind of funny. When I was coming back into Canada, the border guard's like, "Where are you coming from?" I'm like, "Sadly, I was at PAX West." And he goes, "Oh, the gaming thing. You're one of those." Sweet. Checks the check. Like, doesn't ask me any further questions. "Are you bringing anything back with you?" I'm like, "This wallet." He's like, "You bought a wallet?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, next." Get out. Yeah, but anyway, so I spent the floor was pretty small, and like, this is the first time I went to a PAX West was in 2016. So I've been to a lot of PAX Wests. Oh no, another injury. Why is it always in the mine? Ya lazy shits. But yeah, no, I've been to a lot of PAX West, so I know the layout of that convention center really well, and it wasn't anywhere near as full as it usually is, so I was able to wander around the entire hall, have a glance at every single game in every single hall, and not actually, like, have to, like, miss anything. Although something really cute happened, which Carrie will probably talk about on her stream, but right when we were leaving the hall, like, everything was gonna close in, like, 20 minutes or something, and we were like just heading over to the exit, and we'd walked past the Amplitude booth and we were talking to some of the Amplitude employees. For those of you who don't know, Kiri's in Humankind. She has a model in Humankind. One of them just books it after us, and we just hear someone shouting Kiri's name like behind us. Turn around, she's like, "One of our colleagues wants to say hi to you but is too scared." And I got to see like this Amplitude employee just like melted to the floor when she saw Kiri, which is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Just like freaked out. She's just like, "Oh my god!" Looked like she was gonna die. Very cute. I had that happen to me once. I had someone scream, "Holy shit, I know you," from like across the room. It was a while ago though. Glowy lights. I generally get recognized by developers more often than people though. So yeah, that was kind of adorable, but you know, it was good. I still have that app installed that tells you when you've been in proximity to somebody who tested positive for COVID. I got like 15 to 20 like pings a day, so that didn't feel great. But you know, aside from that, it was fine. So just gather all this stone that's like right here, because there's so much of it. Might as well queue that all up. Once you hit 150 people, that's going to improve things a bit here too. Currently, our main bottleneck was wood, and now it's furniture, and it's like, all right, we're working through things. Things are getting done. Teach your foresters more efficiently select saplings, stave off disease, and process wood. Yes, please. That is something that we definitely need. So let's just make these more efficient. But yeah, I'm happy I went. We'll see if I got sick though. Ask me again in 3 days. I'm happy I went. I did damn near everything like in my power to not get sick though, so you know, I was the person offering everybody hand sanitizer, and you know, you had to have a mask on, you had to have proof of vaccination to get in. So I'm pretty confident I didn't get sick, but we'll see. I know like panels were getting canceled by the end of it because panelists were testing positive, which isn't exactly like a very confidence-giving thing. I know there was some problems at the Brace Yourself Games cruise, so I was like, I'm just not gonna go to that. I didn't go to either of the two parties that I got invites for, just because I didn't want to be around big crowds of people if I didn't need to be. So instead, we just like bought a growler. Me and Eggman bought a growler of ginger beer and then just went back to his place and made mules. That's just a giant stone deposit. Where's the clay deposit? I know there is one. There's the clay deposit. First underwater. That almost looks like a clay deposit, but it's not. Like just the piles of stone on the, like next to water in this game looks very similar to clay deposits. I don't quite need to use the stone deposits yet, though. Okay, how the heck does... Guess I should also make an archery range, hey? So I guess I need chieftain for that? And a rest home for the elderly? That's kind of interesting. Harder after the last patch? Well, I mean, it did add disease, did it not? So that's a logical thing for to happen. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. I haven't really gotten far enough in to notice much of a difference, but like this save is still pretty early. But it wouldn't surprise me. Kind of bothers me that like you can't build bridges. It's just like remove water and then build over it, you know? Do some irrigation. But Scully Potato, I don't know, because I haven't seen enough of it to really say for sure, one way or another. We really have no storage for grain. Okay. I was like, why is my granary not making, why is my bakery not making me stuff for my grains? But okay, that makes sense. Let's lower down the fish. Grain there. And bread in there. Not much, but hey. I think I'm actually just going to copy this. We're going to make another one of you. plop you right there. You can be storage for the bakery, and then we'll build more bakeries up here too. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this game got harder in the last patch. Or the last few patches even. I mean, considering like people can just go insane now, which is kind of awesome. I don't know. I feel like this game was always, has been previously rather easy. And not like good easy. It's too easy. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Delete. Just remove. No. Okay, fine. Smart remove. There we go. Let's just make bigger warehouses. A human twisted into house form. It's probably crazed for blood or something.
Only use approved polishing agents on Frog's chassis. Frog Gutium, despite being included in your Frog starter pack, should not be used on any finished exterior parts.
Despite being included? That seems like poor design. Ryan, thank you very much for keeping that sub alive for a 58th month! Just because you're at tier 3, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say this. I get 70% of tier 3 subs. If you subscribe at tier 3 for 6 months, currently with September, I get 100% of the profits. I'm just saying. The only way, actually, currently, to give a streamer 100% of the sub revenue. But thank you, Ryan. Seriously, man. That was frog tip 3227. Well, shit. Well, you're close enough. Chat, can I get a big round of beers for Rhinestone keeping that sub alive for a 58th month? Love the work the dev is doing. You're excited for the military update and you haven't been able to figure it out. What, the military stuff? You turned off raids until you get a better grasp? I mean, that or just pay them off. I mean, you click on this. You, like, just add squads of the species that you want. The more of this they have, the more better armed they are. The more of this they have, the better armored they are. This shows you how much excess you have, so I could probably arm them up a bit more, but then that will drop because I will have less excess. And then you build training fields for them, and then they'll just go use it. Although I need to make archery fields because that's new. And that's literally it. It's very simple. Oh, that's kind of cool. I was like, I wonder how big these are going to be. Rather large, it seems. Huh. I guess I'm just going to make it that. Let's just drink that, drink that. I need a Fletcher, though, I think. Maybe I don't have the Fletcher unlocked. It's definitely possible. In fact, I would say likely. Boyer. Well, okay, same thing. Okay, sweet. Well, I guess I have to go unlock Pop. How much do you need for that? 200 pointies. Oh, okay, well, we'll get there pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think combat makes this game better or anything. It's certainly an optional thing. You don't have to worry too much about it. They're still slowly mining through that. Hello, Pink Fluffy Llama. How goes it? Yo, Pink Fluffy Llama, I got to see an exclusive sneak peek at a thing that they haven't shown for Dwarf Fortress yet that you'll be very excited about, which I am allowed to talk about. I just am choosing not to generally. But I know what hamsters are going to look like. It's relevant, okay? Us things, dude. Hamsters is in the vermin, the tiny little ones. I think they've actually shown hamster men already, and I think they've shown giant hamsters, but they haven't shown like the vermin, the itty bitty ones. I like that it says what their jobs are. Kind of neat, actually. But Ryan, how's the end of your summer been? What you been up to, man? Do you need to make a hamster worshipping fort? You need to find a civ that worships a hamster. I'm sure that's a thing that you could do. Miniature giant space hamster? I don't think there's space hamsters in. Lots and lots of work. Lots of work. Gotcha. And building 40k minis. Gotcha. Did you see one of Bellinair's videos kind of blew up a little bit? Bellinair started a minis channel on the YouTubes called Riku's Hobby Corner. And he kind of got a bunch of views on one of his videos out of nowhere. Happy for him. This one. I'll be honest, I haven't watched it, but I just know that YouTube decided they like it. We really just need like another 22 people. Isn't there like a tailor? And there is. Is there a leather worker? Okay, so tailor does what? So you make fabric. Oh. I'm kind of in that awkward spot in this game where I'm just like, they're not actually grown any grain yet. Pretty sure that that's what they're planting right there, is it not? Yeah, literally, that's what they're planting. I thought that I had grain by this point. Guess not. Or would have grain by this point. With Hampter. I don't know what a Hampter is, but is this kind of like that one episode of Star Trek with the Tribbles, but Tribble Trouble, but with hamsters, where they just eat all the food and take over everything, and then they have to vent them all out of with the transporter. Good episode. Literally just need that.
This is madness!
Madness. Hi, Elbow. Yeet. How are you? Nothing.
Many people ask me, Nikita.
Oh yeah, I pay you for this. Yeah, you do in fact pay me for that. The ability to do that. I'm building housing into the walls. Gotta assign those to dwarves. The yeet made you laugh more than it should? Well. You used to pay for that? Well, I mean, it's not a contest, sir. We're short on wood again. Turns out, doing a whole bunch of constructions all at once and not having enough wood for it, very slow way to actually, you know, build things. Dude, be smart with your money, and you're moving across the country soon, as far as I know. Save for that, I would, if I were you, anyway. Check DMs for how you are. Ah. Where? The question I have, Hobo, is what is in that hookah? Nice. It was like a solid way to spend an afternoon, gotta say. Pirates Cove, gotcha. I don't know what Pirates Cove is, but still seems like a lovely way to spend an afternoon. Just want 250 peeps. I think the thing that I actually need to spend my upgrade points on, or rather, maybe I just need to build a bigger laboratory. I kind of just want to build a bigger laboratory, but the problem is, if I just build a bigger laboratory, it's not actually going to fix the problem. Right. Did I ever research Masons? No, I didn't. Kinda wish I could search this screen. Would make my life a lot easier. 250 points. So is this going down faster than it's going up, or is it still going up? Okay, so it is stuttering. This is a neat little screen here. All right, well, let's do another one of these then. Let's do one there. Let's do one there. That's probably pretty close to all that we're gonna do for this. Doesn't need to be huge. Needs to allocate us more knowledge. We require more knowledge. That and brains, probably. Not necessarily in that order. Mostly knowledge, though. Probably remove... I'm kind of scared to remove the furniture, because if I remove furniture from their houses, is that just going to piss them off out of nowhere? I'm kind of expecting that. Apparently, we need more safety. No, actually, what the game wants me to do is the game wants me to build a hospital. What the game actually wants. Because if I build a hospital, then the game will be like, oh, well, they can just go to the hospital then. Instead of the game being like, which is kind of what they do right now, is they scream they're hurting and then they go full Zoidberg. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize you could copy paste this. Kind of looks neat. And fill the stuff back in a little bit. Maybe the game should stop backseating me? The game's not backseating me, chat backseats me. If I played a game that backseated me, I would stop playing that game real quickly. And you know, the last game that backseated me was Anno 2205. Actually, Anno 1800, now that I think about it. Those games are just like, hey, you've been playing for a really long time. Maybe it's time to take a break. And that's about the time that I Alt F4 and uninstall. It's usually how it goes. Finally building toilets up on this side. Which means I would hope that they'll be happier with living up here because they'll have toilets. It's so fucking annoying though, isn't it? It's like, maybe get a cup of coffee. Game I've been playing for 2 hours. Like... Sure, but you can't disable them, Orange. It is literally impossible to disable them. Yeah, no, you literally have to mod the games to disable them currently, to my knowledge. There's no other way to disable them outside of mods. It's like, hey, let's make the game as annoying as possible. I apparently have some livestock. I don't know what it is though. It's just generic livestock. All right, well. Area is too thin in places. Okay, so it wants me to remove that, I'm assuming. That should be fine. Nope. Clearly not fine. I just don't really want people to get stuck. It's too thin. Oh, I see. There we go. See if that's the right livestock type, because if it is, whoo-yah! Like, you remember when fucking RuneScape was doing that back in the early days to pseudo-kick kids off the game, and it infuriated me because you'd just fail every attempt at getting a resource until you went to sleep for 30 minutes? Really? RuneScape did that? I have zero recollection of this. Although I never binge played it for super long periods of time, so I wonder if that maybe had something to do with it? That seems awful. ...2002 or 2003. Okay, I started in like 06, 07. Because that's when I got internet. Ooh. You know, I just found another really good vanity URL, chat. If you copy paste that into something, it actually works. That's a URL. We hate .graphics, apparently. Do we still have Stupid Skull? Damn right. Why would I sell it? No reason to get rid of stupidskull.com. There isn't much competition for it, and it costs me $8 a year to have it, so. Taco's pretty good, too. Yeah, stupidskull.com was really cheap. I guess no normal human being really would care to own stupidskull.com, I suppose. I think we're gonna make... Where's that? Oh, that. I'm gonna make a big ol' stone mine right here. Like a big ol' stone mine. I don't think I can make the auxiliaries. Yeah, because those require stuff. Plop that down there. Pop. Get that done. Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of work, that. Once they hit 200 research, we can also make a masonry shop and start cutting stone. By the way, I'm going to put cut stone there. You there. Rations there. Put bread there. Some livestock there. Some stone there. No, let's not put stone there. We'll figure out other stuff later. Also, chat room, it is 4:30. I've been streaming for 6.5 hours because time flies when you're having fun, and I'm starving. I think it is time for me to mute the sounds and music in this game briefly, put on a record, and then when I return, we'll continue playing. What am I waiting for? Waiting for you, Ryan. What? What's up? I said 3:30, not 4:30. You misheard. I mean, maybe I said 4:30, but it's 3:30. 3:30 p.m. and I'm hungry. I've been streaming for 6.5 hours. Did I say 4:30? Anyway, it's 3:30. So. It's 3:30. 3:30. I confused the fuck out of you. I mean, it's 4:45, right? I mean, obviously, Chad. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys this. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. I'm gonna go make me a sandwich. If I return to a hype train, I might be convinced to grab a beer. But aside from that, plan for the rest of the day is a good chunk more of this. Probably two more hours of this or so. You're happy to be gaslighted either way. That's fair. But later this evening, we're gonna be playing some Gloomwood. Was the plan. So. Well, I mean, I gaslit you into, I don't know, checking the clock. That's what I did. Anyway, I'm going to go put on some music for you.